Call me sister of the thunder god. That is the only title I have left. Once I was wife and queen to Jupiter, but now, abandoned by his love and shamed by his perpetual adultery, I leave my palace to his mistresses. Why not choose earth when heaven is a whorehouse? Even the zodiac has now become a pantheon of prostitutes and bastards. Look at Callisto, shining in the north. That glittering slut now guides the Argive fleet. Or see how Taurus rises in the south. Not only messenger of spring's warm nights, but the gross trophy of Europa's rape. Count the stormy Pleiades, those nymphs who terrorized the waves, once warmed Jove's bed. Watch young Orion swaggering with his sword, a vulgar upstart challenging the gods, while gaudy Perseus flaunts his golden star. Gape at the constellations Jove awarded Castor and Pollux, his twin bastard sons. And now, not only do Bacchus and his mother parade their ill-begotten rank in heaven, but my great husband, Lord of lechery, discarding his last shred of decency, has crowned his drunken bastard slut with stars. But why rehearse old grievances? Tonight I have to face new aggravation from Thebes, this crude, depressing, backward land, less a nation than a vast bordello full of ripe country girls eager to make me stepmother to my husband's indiscretions. I hate this Hercules. Even his begetting covered me with universal shame. When Jupiter first coupled with Alcmena, he cost the world a day, ordering Phoebus to hold the rising chariots of the sun beneath the eastern waves because one night was not enough to satisfy his lust. I will not cool my anger in the waves, but fuel it like a blacksmith's raging furnace to forge a blade of merciless revenge. My only peace will be eternal war. But with what weapons? Every savage beast spawned by the blighted earth, every foul monster born of the angry sea or storm-tossed air, each filthy, vicious, pestilential fiend Hercules has destroyed or overcome. There are no monsters left, and if there were, why bother sending him to conquer them? I fretted more in setting his 12 labors than the young braggart did in their completion. Each time I sent him to his death, he smiled, always returning smugly with his trophies, the lion skin stretched out across his shield, his arrowheads dipped in the hydra's poison. And now his conquests reach beyond the earth. He batters down the gates of hell itself and brings back spoils from the defeated depths. I watched him come before the throne of Jove. Yes, watched in horror as he shamelessly displayed the sacred beast which he had seized from Jove's own brother, having brushed aside the guardians of hell as casually as hands might wave aside a smudge of smoke. But these are minor matters now, compared with what I fear. Why wouldn't Hercules, who has subdued both earth and underworld, not try to conquer heaven next and seize his father's office? He will use violence to make his claim. It will not bother such a man to rule a decimated and demolished kingdom. Now, each new triumph multiplies his pride, and he has learned by shouldering the sky that he is strong enough to conquer heaven. He freed encumbered Atlas from the weight of holding up the star-filled firmament, but even that immeasurable weight did not bend Hercules. Though I had hoped to crush him unwavering, he carried it erect and proved that his strength was greater than the gods. The time has come for me to set my anger loose, to set it like a pack of starving wolves howling after this ambitious brute, to corner him, to rip him flesh from bone. I will not delegate my huge revenge, nor will I use more monsters as my proxy, even if the Titans were unchained, who challenged Jove, or the burning caves of Etna were unbarred to free the sleeping giant whose slightest movement shakes the earth, or the cold moon poured down its cruelest fiends. I would not pit them all against this man. But there is one sure way to conquer him. I will make Hercules destroy himself. Let my voice shake the deepest pit of hell and wake the Furies. Daughters of the night, come to me, sisters, with your hair alive in leaping flame and your dripping claws clenched tight around your scourges made of thrashing snakes. And as for Hercules, let him proceed. The arrogant fool seeking his divinity, so confident that he is superior to other men. Let him think that he left the underworld and all its ghosts behind, for I will show him hell on earth. There is a cavern buried deep in Tartarus, where guilty souls are tortured through eternity by unappeasable guardians of pain. I summon up those primal deities. Come to me, discord goddess of destruction. Bring up the secret horrors of the damned that even Hercules has not seen. Come to me, goddesses of violence and rash impiety, whose filthy hands are stained with family blood. Come to me, error, and come to me, you whom I most desire. Goddess of madness, you will be the spur of my revenge. Now, servants of the underworld, begin! The fires of vengeance rage. Alecto, lead the hissing furies out of hell. Let each loathsome goddess snatch a burning brand from the infernal pyre. Now to our work! Revenge the desecration of the Styx. Shatter his sanity. Make his soul burn more furiously than Etna's deadly furnace. And make me mad as well. Blinded by hate, senseless with anger, famished for his blood, if it takes madness to conceive a plan to compel Hercules to turn his strength to self-destructive fury. The first act of my madness is a prayer for Hercules. May he return home safe, with his strength intact, and find his little sons happy and healthy. Why resent him his vigor? I want him strong today. I want the same great force that conquered me to be his conqueror. I crave occasion to applaud this hero who triumphed over death's domain as he begs for death and grovels for oblivion. And if I haven't always been a good stepmother to my husband's gifted son, today I'll make amends. I'll stand beside him when frenzy blurs his sight and help send each arrow to its unsuspected mark. I will be his staunchest ally in the fight. And when he finishes his giddy slaughter, I will have him raise his dripping hands up to Jove and ask for his admittance into heaven. I see the first bright tracings of the dawn. The plan is set, and now I must be gone.